Hey, I'm just Roscoe and we're back in Evil Democracy 1932. Now, in the first episode, we actually did quite well. We're at 5% of voters, which I'm happy with. 1% more and we'll be in line with the National Liberal Party. Sorry, I keep moving my mouse and the screen moves with it, which is a little annoying. Yeah, but we spend most of our time on this screen, in all fairness. So money-wise, we've got 1.4 million. Voters, we've got 1.058 million. Sponsors is good. That's doing really well. Protests, we can't do another one until 7 turns. Now, I think I'm going to go 7 turns and not spend any money and hopefully get enough money to do a strike rather than a demonstration. That's my plan. So if we go 1 turn, 2 turns, 3 turns. I'm just watching. You've got 201 turns until the election, so letting these turns sort of pass you by is a bit scary, but we're going to go with it. Okay, so how many more turns do we need before we can do one? 3 turns. We've dropped down to 4%. I don't actually know how to change, like, if I can't afford to do protests and I can't afford to put people out on the streets, what do I do? How do I stop this number going down? Like, there's nothing I can really do here. The paper we can only print every 5 turns. I am tempted to get some more leaders in here. We've got some good money. It's going to cost us £2 million for another leader. That's horrendous. You're good though. 35 belief is very good. But you're 32 belief and better stats. I think we should hire another one. Let's do it. And then he can go on to the newspaper. Which would hopefully help our newspapers out. Yeah, let's do that. Because we've got a couple more. I said I wasn't spending any money. And what did I do? Spend money. We've got 2 more turns, is it? 3 more turns, so we can make some money up. We're making 802,000 a turn. Okay, so we've got our newspaper ready. They've put the articles in ready for us. What can we add to here? We can add that one. We can add that one. Who's not in this lineup? You're not in that lineup. So we'll go with that for the next article. And we're going to... Oh, I want to try and save some money for this strike. So if we go 400 and 350, that will cost me 1.2 million. Is that worth it? New voters. Oh, it does make a massive difference. Let's do it. Print. There we go. So hopefully we'll see a bigger impact off our newspaper now we've got a leader assigned to it. So we're going to go from 1.1021 to 1054. That was a huge difference. Massive difference. Now we can do a protest, can we? No, 1 more turn. 1 more turn, don't be eager. So let's go 1 more turn. We're going to go protests. We can only organise a demonstration, which is a little annoying, but we're going to do it. And we're going to go next turn, which puts us on 1137. So we're definitely going up, but so is everyone else, which is really annoying. Let's go to our headquarters. We're going to go to here and we're going to get these people doing different things. So interviews, let's stop you all a minute. Right, you are my interviewer, so you can interview our new leader there. You are my investigator, my good one. So let's get some slander. Get me some slander on the Conservatives. We want to knock them down a peg or 2. And you need to get me some compromising material on... Yes. Let's go Nat Lib. National Liberal Party? Nat Lib. Let's go them, because they're above me. So if we can knock them down a bit, that would be ideal. And I think that's it. I don't think I'm going to spend any more money. I'm going to go back to the map, because I can't stand that screen moving around every time I move the mouse. We're going to go next turn. We are dropping, but that's okay. We're making money. We can do another protest in 1 turn, which is nice. So let's do that. And we can organise a strike. So we should see a much bigger impact from a strike. So there we go. We've got a strike going on. We're going to go from 1118 to 1216, which is quite a nice jump. We've got a newspaper ready to go out. What have they put in? They've put that in. Is that good? I don't know. We do have some information on these dudes, which is great. You're +4. Why are we using that article if you're +4? +4. I don't know. What are you? You're +4 as well. I'm taking that article out. I'm going to put you in. I'm going to get rid of you. And we. Oh, do you know what? Let's put that one in. Where's it gone? There. We'll put you in. Let's get rid of the Labour thing. And we'll go that interview there. Yeah, we'll go with that. We're going to print... How much would it cost me to do all of them? 1.3 million. Do you know I might do that? Let's do it. Let's see if that makes a big impact or not. So 1216 jumps to 1235. We're definitely building momentum. This is not a quick way of doing it, but this is the only way I know how to do it. We are in 3rd place in the East Midlands and England, which is lovely. We're not doing too well up south. We could probably... When's our next vote? Our protest, actually. 6 turns. That's quite good. If we go to headquarters and we hire some more staff, we're going to hire a load more campaigners. How much would that cost me? That would cost me 1.6 million. Do you know what? Do it. Hire them. Let's get out on the map and let's send them out. We're going to go 100% equal to all regions. Or proportional to the voters, maybe. That might be more accurate. Let's try that. So send those out. And let's see what happens on the next turn. We still lost voters, but not as many, I don't think. We're almost at £1 million every turn, which is nice. We've got a couple more turns to go, did I say? 5 more turns, which is a lot of turns. We could build some money up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we've got a newspaper to go out, which is lovely. We've got a +2 on you, which is nice. Oh, conservative. Let's get the conservative in there. Let's get rid of you a minute and put you in. We'll line you all up for the next edition. Do you know what? Let's get loads in. I don't know what this does by lining them up. I think it just randomizes it and the computer chooses what it uses. So let's just get them all in there like that. And we're going to go... How much would it cost us to do all of it? Wait, if I do you... 2.6 million. Oh, I don't want to do that because I've got a strike coming up. So we want to save a bit of money. If we go 800 and 450, we need to hire more promoters, so we can do that, and we're going to print that. So we spent a big chunk of money there. If we go next turn, that did put us up by 44,000 voters though, so that is great. How are we doing on protests? We can organise... Do you know, if we go one more turn before we do it, we should have enough to do a strike. So let's do that. And we're going to go protest, and we're going to organise a strike. That's what we want to do. And then if we go next turn, we've jumped up to 1.6 million voters, which is amazing. And we've moved up the party supporter chart. We are above the National Liberal Party, which is exactly what I wanted to do in this second episode. I wanted to build up that chart slightly. We've got 184 turns to go, which is nice. We are getting the numbers down on this map. We're sort of 4th place, 3rd place. Scotland, South West and Northern Ireland seem to be our worst. Oh, and London is the worst actually. North London, we're at 6 in North London. But that's fine. How many more turns till our next... Oh, only 3. That's quite... But after that, we've got a big chunk of time before we need to do another one, which means we can start hiring more leaders and things like that. That's how I think. So if we go forward 3 turns... Like so. We have dropped back down to the bottom, which is a little annoying. Right, it's £4 million to do that the middle one, isn't it? So we can only spend 1 point something here. So if I go 301... Oh, God. And you've chosen those, which I don't think is a bad thing. So let's go with that. We got 1.3 million we're spending, so we'll do that. And now hopefully we can... Oh, no. Let's go one more turn and we can organise that second protest. The strike. That's what we want to get done. And if we press next turn, we're up to 1.8 million voters. We've jumped up above them again, but we're still... The three of us, Liberal Party UK, the Independent Labour Party and National Liberal Party are all sort of joint here. But we are sort of chipping away at the Labour and Conservatives, which is lovely. That's exactly what we want. Now, we are going to build some money up so we can buy... How much would a new leader cost me? New leader's going to cost me £3.5 million. So if we go by the next turn, we've got enough money to do it now. Now we have to choose a new dogma. What's that one? Religious freedom. 5% of regular voters from all regions have become your supporters. 5%? That's quite a good amount. Do you know... what's that one? That is restrict the government from engaging in different sectors. I think I might go with religious freedom. Yes. Maybe. The nation's leader makes all the decisions. Ooh. No, I'm going to go with that one. I definitely think that's the better one, so we're going to accept that. Well, the best one to choose out of what we're given the option of. There are better ones on there, we're just not allowed to choose them. So, we've got some money going on. We can buy a new leader, so let's do that. We want someone to go in the strikes, I think. I think that's definitely a good idea. What have we got? Let's have a look. We're looking at all these numbers down here. The higher the better, but preferably with more belief, because we don't want to pay all that money and then stand down. You're really good though. 90 and 77. 90 on determination. I'm actually tempted to buy you. I know you're lower on the belief, and I normally go for the higher belief, but I think you're... Oh, I suppose it won't make any difference, will it? Maybe we'll go with you. Let's hire you, and we're going to move you up to here, please. Hello. Okay, press it and then click him. Okay. So now our strike should be even more effective. So if we go back to the map, just so the screen doesn't jump around everywhere. How many turns till the next protest? Just to see if that made much difference at all. 6. So let's work our way forward. Our voters are... No, our voters are going up, are they? 1826. Oh no, they dropped. There we go. I knew they would drop at some point. We need to spend a bit of money here. So if we do that, which is £1.8 million. Is that good? Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. So 1.8 million. We'll send the newspaper out like so. We're going to go next turn. 1.842, which is good. Okay, so we got 2 more turns, and then we can hopefully do a strike. Eventually, we're going to get enough money to do a protest, which would be really nice. So 2 more turns. So that's 1, 2. Okay, so now let's do a protest. No, we're going to do a strike, not a protest. We can't afford a protest. We'll do a strike, and we'll see having that extra leader if it makes a world of difference. So we're going to go from 1.8 million to 1.999. Wow. We're almost on 2 million voters. That definitely helped. We're in 2nd place in Wales, which is nice. 3rd place in Northern Ireland. 4th place. See, we're doing better. We are definitely improving. This is good. I'm happy with this. I really think that the protests are the way to go in this game. Like, getting your agitators out there does help a little bit and things like that. But ultimately, the protests are the ones that give you the big money. Or the big voters, I should say. We are making £1.4 million a turn at the moment. I do want to go back to headquarters and see how much the next level of leader would cost me. £5 million. Wow. But wouldn't it be nice to get them in these 3 spots filled? That would be really nice. We are in 3rd place at the moment, though. I'm really... Oh, look, I'm on that stupid screen that moves. We're in 3rd place at the moment, which is nice. We've got a long way to go to catch Labour and Conservatives. Dogma's fine. I don't think there's anything else we can do to improve our situation. If we go next turn, that will put us on 6.4. which is enough to buy a new leader. Let me go to the map a minute. And we're going to go to protests. And we've got one more turn, so I probably don't want to spend all that money yet. After that, it's going to take 9 turns till next one, so we could probably buy a new leader between this strike and that strike. That's what I'm thinking. So if we go next turn, we do have a newspaper to send out, which is nice. Why have you used 2 of the same? I would definitely not have done that. What about we got Labour in there. Can we get Conservatives in there somewhere? Let's put you in like that. So we've got a mixture of the 2 top parties and an interview with our leader. How much is that going to cost me? A lot of money. We want what? How about that? 2.7 million. I think we can afford that. We're going to hire some people to distribute that, and we're going to print. And then we're going to go to protests, and we are going to organise a strike. And then on the next turn, we're going to go from 1.9 million voters to 2.1. So we've definitely jumped up a little bit. Things are looking up. These numbers are definitely getting lower, which means we're getting higher up the charts. We've still got a long way to compete with Labour and Conservatives, though. I'm really concerned about that. Now, we've got a few turns before the next strike, haven't we? 8 turns, which is good, because we want to hire a new leader. And I think it was 5 million, so we've definitely got enough to do that. So if we go to headquarters, we're going to hire a new leader. 95 and 89, that's really good. Like, really, really good. Let's get you. Yeah, let's do you. We're going to bring you into... What do we get here? £147,000 bonus. 118 elections. 89. So we definitely need someone in there eventually then. Select a leader to falsify the results of the election. Okay, so we got 167 turns before we need that. Donations to the party. Select a leader to manage donations to the party. Maybe a treasurer would be good. Let's see if that makes any difference at all. So let's go next turn. I gotta get off this moving screen. Our protest is available in 6 turns, so there's not a lot we can do to affect our voters at this present time. Which is a bit annoying. Like, I want to be doing things. We're definitely making money. Huge amounts of money. I forgot how many turns I've done already. That looks like a good newspaper to me. Let's send it out. 4.7 million. Wow. I really want to do that, though. 3.9 million. Do you know what? Let's go for it. Let's send out even more. Hopefully, so we're going to get... Does that newspaper do a lot? So we're going to go from 2.0 million to... That did hardly anything, those papers. That was a waste of time. Protests are definitely the way to go. We've got 2 turns until the next protest. So let's quickly get to that. And we're going to do a strike. So hopefully that'll help. That'll send us up past 2.4 million, do you reckon we'll get from this? 2.4 million, there we go, spot on. I'm learning. We are on 11% of votes at the moment. That is a huge amount. That is so good. How much time till the next protest? 4 turns. I reckon we're going to have enough money to do a protest in the south. I think that is going to be good. So if we go forward... As I say, there's not a lot we can do in between protests and newspapers and things. We do need to choose a new dogma, though. It's not looking good. We're not getting a lot in our ideal area. So if I go far left, will it encourage one of these to open up? What is that? The rise of one race above all others. Oh my god. I want these. How do I unlock these? Okay, because I went here, I'm going to go this side now and see if it encourages some sort of growth in the middle. So if I go, all people are subject to mandatory labour, which is very far left. I lose 1% of all sponsors. And have become Non-passive. Numbers of turns to accept the dogma 30. Your staff is prepared to put its sweat, blood and tears into the party. Everyone's salary has decreased by 15%. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? It may affect the voters, but these things happen. Okay, so we've got a newspaper to send out. This is a good paper, I think. If we go 1 million... I don't want to. It doesn't pay off spending all this money. If we go there, I think 2.7 million spent. That should be good. How is our protest doing? We've got 2 more turns. I really want to get the higher level. So if I go 2 more turns and then we go protest, now we can actually do a protest for £8 million. Let's see if this actually makes any difference whatsoever. So we're going to go from 2.5 million voters to what? Did I press it? Or did I just do a weird... Oh, no, I clicked on the map. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, there we go. 2.5 million voters to 2.9. Wow. We're actually catching up on the Labour Party really nicely here. We've still got 154 turns to go. Now, our budget is £5.5 million. How many turns to the next one? 7. So we could probably, if we go back to headquarters, we could probably hire more staff. I don't know if these guys do anything, so I'm just going to hire... I want to hire some and see what they do. See if they make any difference. Hiring cost, 1.5 million. Income after. What? They're a lot of money. Let's hire 600. Like so. I want to hire another probably 1,000 of these. Yeah, we'll hire another 1,000 of those. There we go, lovely. Now let's go to the map and we're going to go activists. 100% equal to all regions. Send out. There we go, so that's being done. We are the top on activists apparently. We're not doing well on these guys. So 100% send. We definitely need to hire more of these. Definitely. Let's go next turn. 2.9 million voters. We're doing well. I'm sure we're doing well. How are we doing on protests? We got 5 turns until the next one. I think we're going to hire a load more of the campaigners. Hire. That would cost me all my money. We'd get 11,000. What if we got another 2,000? Yeah, I think we'll get another 2,000 of those, and we're going to send those out. Let's go you. Is it you? Yeah, we got 2,000. We're going to send out. There we go. Are we looking better now? Not really. I really not seeing the point in them. I definitely think the strike is the way to go. So, what did I say we had? I've already forgotten. 5 turns. 5 turns to go. So if we go forward 1... Sorry, just hit my elbow on the desk there. Okay, so we don't want 2 of the same. Thank you, Mr. Newspaper. We will have... We should probably start changing up our reporters, in all fairness. Let's get you in there. We're going to get rid of you, and we'll get one of you in. How about that? I think that is a good newspaper for now. 1.1... 500. Print. There we go. Okay, so let's go back to our headquarters and tell our blokes to do different things, because we don't need them to keep doing the same thing over and over again. Who's my interviewer? You. So task, interview this guy here. Your job is to find compromising material. We need to knock the Conservatives down a peg or two. And your job is to find slander on who's running behind me. I don't really know. Liberal Party. Yeah, there you go. Do that. Because they're just under me. If we can keep them back, that would be ideal. Let's go to the map. We've got 4 more turns to go. So we can do that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to go protest. We are going to organise a protest like so. And we're going to go from 2.8 million voters to 3.1. It's improving. We're doing much better than we were. I'm really happy with how this is going. Considering I've only played this game for a very short period of time to get the hang of it, it's going quite well. What do I think of this game? I think it's an enjoyable, fun little game. And I'd imagine in 146 turns, if we carry on as we are, we could possibly get to the top. What I would like is something, because between newspapers and protests, there's not a lot to do in between. You just go every 5 turns and every so many turns, and then eventually you can do these things. And protests seem to be the only thing that makes any difference to voting. The newspapers, I don't really understand what they do. They give you like a couple of thousand, which when you're talking in millions of voters, a couple of thousand is not a lot. I am enjoying it though, I can't help it. It's actually a very enjoyable game. How much till I can get another leader? Because I want another leader on sponsors. So hire £8 million for the next leader. Wow. Oh, wait a minute, we've got 7 million. Okay. And how long, I hate that moving screen. How long till we get the next strike? 2 turns. So if we do the next strike, protest even, next protest, and then hopefully we'll have enough money between that, the east and the north one, to get a new leader. So 2 more turns. Oh, we've got a new newspaper, which is nice. Lovely. Let's go 5 and 1. That's going to cost me £2.2 million. Is it going to make any difference? Probably not. Let's go next turn. And it should be ready, right? Yes, so we can do a protest. So that's going to take us from £3.1 million up to 3.2 million voters. Not pound, voters I was on about. So we're at 14%. Labour's only at 18%. So this is going very well. Like, extremely well so far. Now, I think I'm going to leave it there. If you've enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. And if you haven't done already, please subscribe. It really does help the channel. In the next episode, we're planning on getting above Labour. That is my plan in the next episode, is to get above Labour and get another leader. And we're making £1.9 million a turn. 1.9, that's amazing. So I think we're in for a good shout. So join me in the next episode. And until then, see you again.